Oh my god, look who I got. Look at that view too. Oh my god.
Beautiful view.
So, we're gonna talk about stuff. We have no idea what, but it's gonna be the best video you've ever seen in your life.
So get ready.
I am a vegan. You are a loser.
We are making a video for his channel as well, so go watch it.
Yeah.
Link will be down below because his will be out first, that's for sure. His work ethic, boom, video done. Why'd you do it, Plane? Why are you doing this to us?
First world problems as a YouTuber.
Yeah, I'm noticing online vegans are very judgmental and snappy.
Yeah.
But you, like, if vegans were like this guy, y'all would have no problems. Oh, what do we got going on here? Yeah, this guy's just, there's no judgment coming off him. He's not like, oh, you smell like steak rotting in a garbage. It's just like, take some lessons from this guy. What do you think of that? Like, your approach, why aren't you a judgmental, preachy vegan?
Well, I'm someone that's like done a lot of self-development, and I practice what's known as like non-violent communication, where I don't want to communicate in a way with people that just triggers them emotionally, that makes them defensive and like just being hostile towards them and aggressive and angry towards them, because I know that it shuts people down. It activates your reptilian brain, and it's all about flight, fight or freeze mode. So it's like, I found early on in my journey, when I found out about veganism, wanted to share it with everyone, and it just rubbed them up the wrong way, and they just didn't want to listen. And yeah, there's so many people that sit behind the keyboard, these keyboard rangers, they just want to say things. They wouldn't necessarily say it to your face.
Yeah.
And it's just, yeah, it's just not nice to do that to people at all. It doesn't make me feel good, first off, and it doesn't make them feel good. It's not a beneficial learning experience for me, and I want to be someone that is only doing things that benefit myself and other people in a positive way.
Yeah, like, I don't think they realize they're scaring more people away from veganism by doing this. It's like, I just told you about the documentary, You're Not Vegan, and it talks all about this, and I just find, like, y'all gotta see the forest for the trees here. It's like, people get so mad at, I remember, I don't know if you ever heard of Bad Daddy Vegan.
No.
He was a guy on YouTube. I knew him in Toronto, and he was a vegan for like 8 or 9 years, and then he decided, since the Okinawans and everybody that lives super long, they eat at least a little bit, he was worried. He was like, I think I'm gonna add in an ethically sourced piece of meat once a week, and he just got thrashed on. Like, factory farming is not here for that guy. Like, the small amount. So like, vegans jump on these like little bits, little cheats here and there. It's like, don't focus on these people. It's like, it's almost like, you know, in the Chinese acrobat circus or whatever, they're spinning the plates on the sticks, and then they go to the next one. Oh, this one's wobbling, okay, fix this one. Y'all are focused on the one plate that's wobbling and all the others are falling. Get your shit together.
Yeah, that's it. Just, there's so many people, it's like, I've been doing a lot of response videos, and vegetablepolice is now not eating a vegan diet. There's quite a few different people, but so many of these people that are actually being transparent, like vegetablepolice, how many people have gone vegan due to them? And like, if you're not being 100% vegan all of the time, it's like they're already doing so much good already. Instead, you should be focused upon people that are blatantly going buying factory farmed like meat, and that really just don't care about the animals' environment or their health whatsoever, and it's just having a whole host of negative effects. It's like, you want to be going to the people that are having the most negative impact on the animals, and it doesn't matter about the health, because if they don't care about the health, that's fine, but also the planet as well. So it's about trying to educate people in the best way possible that are having the most negative impact, those things that I just mentioned, and trying to educate them.
You're in a video. Hello.
And trying to educate them in a way where it's not gonna like rub them up the wrong way and just shut them down whatsoever. Like, hating on people like vegetablepolice that hasn't been able to thrive on a vegan diet for 10 years. It's just like, it's not affecting him in a positive way, hating on him, and he's doing the best that he can do. And if he could thrive on a vegan diet, he'd be on a vegan diet. So it's just like, he's doing the best that he can do, and other people that are maybe not thriving on a vegan diet. So
yeah, and that's how you inspire people, by thriving like you're doing. Like, you're healthy, you look super healthy, he's super strong. It's like, that's inspiring. It's working for him. And it seems like, what do you think of this? Like, a lot of people say it's whole foods vegan, that's the way. That's like no supplements. Some people have like the B12 and maybe D3, but like, you're thriving because you do these specific things, right? Like, how did you get into all the supplements, and how did you figure that out?
I was on a high carb raw vegan diet, and I got well into fruitarianism, especially when I got to Thailand, no greens whatsoever. And I felt good for quite some time, but you don't normally start to notice the negative effects of a diet until you've been doing it long term. So I got into the whole dogma of raw food, they're saying like cooked potatoes are bad and all these other cooked foods, and garlic's bad and onions, and it was just programming with other people's belief system that had no science to back up their claims. And
I remember seeing your video, you're like, I'm eating potatoes now, and I was like, oh, how could you?
Yeah, and when I tried going back to them, and I was starting to eat certain cooked foods here at restaurants and stuff, I was like trying to hide from people because I was so scared around that. So yeah, when you're on YouTube, that's a side note, when you're on YouTube and you're promoting a certain diet and you switch, it can be scary to come out and be transparent about it. So yeah, especially if you've gone from veganism to a meat diet.
Oh man, you have no idea. I was like, I tried to do, like, I was gonna do this behind the scenes for 30 days and just try it out. So I'm in the markets and I'm buying meat and I'm paranoid that people are gonna notice me. I'm just looking around like it was just terrible.
Yeah, it's just not nice to have to go through that. And yeah, so back to where he's going. So
my weak carnivore arm can't do it.
Another first world issue of YouTube. I was having that happen yesterday with a big tripod and trying to hold it for ages and talking.
It's rough life we live.
So I got into the supplements because my health started to rapidly decline, and I got taught you don't need any supplements. So I listened to that, tried it, wasn't working for me, ran into loads of nutritional deficiencies, then started studying orthomolecular medicine, which is basically the people that normally teach this, allopathic doctors that have gone over to the more natural ways of healing and the non-pharmaceutical route and non-surgery route. So I started learning their information on supplementation of high doses, and started working out what nutritional deficiencies I had, started taking certain supplements in mega doses, and then started noticing that my health just started rapidly improving, because I started noticing I had chronic fatigue, low testosterone, low dopamine levels, ended up with hypoglycemia.
Were you getting like blood tests to confirm this, or?
No, I didn't actually, because what I find is a lot of blood tests out there are inaccurate. Like, a lot of people get a standard blood test, which is for B12, which is known as serum blood test. But if I take a B12 supplement and get it tested, it will say I'm high, but you need to get an MMA test. That's the gold standard. And a lot of nutrients you can't test for. But I just worked out what signs and symptoms I had, worked out what nutritional flaws were in my diet, looked at like my past health history and my recreational use of certain substances as well. And I just worked it out based on that. And yeah, once I started supplementing, all of those issues started going away, and then I started adding in more cooked plant-based whole foods. And yeah, what I found is so many plant-based doctors out there, such as Michael Greger, I'm going to say that name specifically. Remember watching many videos of him saying, for example, males need more zinc. So just eat a quarter cup of pumpkin seeds every day. You need 2.5 milligrams of zinc roughly a day, especially if you're releasing your semen on a regular basis. You lose around that amount when you ejaculate. And he said, yeah, that could meet your needs. But if the pumpkin that had the pumpkin seeds that you're eating in it was not grown in zinc-rich soil, which most soil does not contain zinc. It normally contains P and K, phosphorus, potassium, and nitrogen. And if the nutrients aren't in the soil, it's not in the food. So how do you know that they contain zinc? And that's just to give you a small daily amount if you haven't got deficiency. If you have a chronic nutritional deficiency with zinc, you cannot meet it alone through plant-based whole foods. So if you're already chronically deficient, you go on a vegan diet, which, unless someone's done extensive supplementation or other things to correct nutritional deficiencies, you're going to have nutritional deficiencies, then it's going to worsen your symptoms long-term on a vegan diet. So there's a lot of dangerous advice out there by these so-called plant-based doctors, and yeah, I listened to their advice and it had a massive negative effect on me.
Yeah, I've noticed, like, it's tough when you enter your food into Chronometer and it's like you get your levels. It's like, oh, cool, I got all those nutrients, but we can't guarantee it.
Yeah. exactly that. You could get 10 different carrots from 10 different suppliers, and they've all got different levels of nutrients in. And if you look at the micronutrient density of all these different micronutrients in food compared to like 50 or 60 years ago, it is vastly different. Like most oranges in today's world have 10 times less vitamin C than they did around 50 years ago. So from what I've looked into, especially for a movie called Dirt the Movie, and looking into soil depletion issues, which is an epidemic across the world, just trying to meet it through your micronutrient needs through food alone. What I've learned from like orthomolecular doctors and what I've seen from these documentaries and other research that I've done, we don't live in the Garden of Eden anymore. And also it can be an issue on any type of diet. I found that all different diets have nutritional flaws. Most of them have too much omega-6 and all these other different things as well. So it's not just an issue on a vegan diet. We don't live in the Garden of Eden anymore. And we're in a world where we've got the most stress going on, the most pollution, which makes nutrients be even depleted at a faster rate. So I don't believe that you can just do it through food alone.
Yeah, you might be right. And I noticed when I switched to the carnivore thing and started feeling so much better, I'm looking at my numbers in Chronometer now, and it's weird. I'm getting so much more zinc and selenium. I could have been deficient in those, but I'm getting so much less of certain things. Sometimes my vitamin C is zero. Zero. And people are saying I'm gonna get scurvy, and it's like I'm not seeing it. It's like, from what I've heard, the less carbohydrates you eat, the less you need vitamin C, because they compete for the same enzyme or something. And then there's also ascorbates in the meat that act like the vitamin C preventing scurvy. So it's like it works somehow.
Yeah, I hadn't heard that second part. I heard the first part, and I saw some scientific research yesterday that shows that ascorbic acid, which forms vitamin C from supplements, competes for the same receptor sites, but if it's from food, if it's naturally occurring in foods, they don't compete.
Okay.
From what I see, but I don't know about the second one, so yeah, that'd be interesting to see. Yeah.
Let's go say hi to Mr. Peacock over here. Okay.
Wild peacock. That's a very rare phenomenon.
Yeah. See, like, I have zero desire to go eat that bird. I will admit it. I'm a super hypocrite. So I just want to admire its beauty.
Oh yeah, literally.
But it's just like, this is what I have to do right now. It's working, but we are going to say hello to Peter the Peacock here.
He's going to run away. He's going to say, look, there's a meat eater. He's going to eat me.
I know, he trusts you, but not me. He knows. Oh no. Come here, buddy. Okay. He's not coming here. So, yeah, you're thriving on the supplements. Do you think vegans can thrive without supplements? Just whole food vegan diet?
No.
Not happening.
Garbage. No, not in my opinion, like at all. Unless you're someone that is growing all your food and you're putting all the nutrients in the soil that you need, and you're having a lot of sprouted foods and fermented foods and all these other different foods, which, how many people are going to go to that length?
Yeah.
To do all of that? I ain't got the time to do it. Most people haven't got the time to do it, or they don't have the desire to. It's just
even then, like that, what is his name? OK Raw? John Kohler?
Yeah.
He basically does that, and he had some deficiencies.
Yeah. So
it's
even
like,
that, it's not 100% foolproof.
Yeah, so it's like, in my opinion, you can thrive as a vegan, and it might even be the best thing long term for us. It's just like, it needed intelligence, like human beings, to figure out how to do it and make these supplements. And then it's like the way of the future. I could see that totally, because I can't picture us doing the meat-based thing forever. Like, we're going to evolve beyond that. I truly do believe that.
But yeah, like, I'd say if someone's going to eat just plant-based whole foods and they want to maximize their lifespan, their hormone production, their transmitter production, and just their health holistically, if you're not going to supplement, you would be better having some like raw eggs or some grass-fed meat here and there, or some other different cleaner sources of meat that are like grass-fed or pasture-raised, antibiotic-free, and not had steroids injected into them, all these other synthetic hormones. Because there's a lot of people that I've met that say they don't thrive on a vegan diet. I've had a lot of female partners in the past that I've met that haven't been 100% vegan, but they have been most of the time. And then they might eat meat once a week or eggs once a week, and they found that they thrive way better on that without supplements than a 100% vegan diet, because yeah, they weren't getting all the nutrients that they needed in an abundance to feel the best that they could on a vegan diet.
Yeah, I do wonder what the long-term effects, like, people will say, oh, meat causes cancer, but what do vegan protein powders cause? Do we have any science saying, oh, well, this is safe then? It's like, it's weird. It's all these isolated nutrients. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, and I've done a lot of research into plant-based protein powders. A lot of them are very high in heavy metals. So most of the ones that people are buying are highly, highly toxic. So you make sure that you need to be doing your research on there to find what's good for you. And a lot of time meat becomes more carcinogenic or highly carcinogenic when you cook it for long periods of time and it starts to brown and go black. And a lot of vegan foods get overcooked and are full of acrylamide as well, which is formed when you're getting that brown and black.
I always used to just boil my potatoes whole, and that's how I would cook everything. The frying, you start baking them, it's like, and like, I'm making bone broth. Apparently it's super high in lead. I'm like, shit. It's like, it's tough to know what the hell to do in today's world.
And like you said, you talk about the Okinawas, and you have all these different blue zones. I think there's like 5, 6 different blue zones of civilizations which have so many people that are centenarians. Yeah. And they are vegan most of the time, but then from what I looked into, they have meat, like very rarely. I think it's about 1% or less of their diet. They have raw goat's milk, and they also have eggs as well. But they're being more what I would call balanced with it. But a lot of vegans will say, no, that's really bad, you shouldn't be doing that. But are they, by them doing that, are they having a massive negative impact on the health, environment, animals? No, not whatsoever. And if everyone was doing that, we wouldn't have animal factory farming going on a mass scale, and all of these other issues going on in the world where, like, the animal factory farming industry is creating more CO2 emissions than the whole transportation system combined. So
and I don't even know who to believe on the Okinawans anymore, because some say like they're plant-based with a bit of meat. Others are saying they're all up in that pork like every meal. It's like, I don't know who the hell. We got to fly there ourselves and interview these people.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. Some people do say some different things, so who knows? Yeah. It just depends on who you're learning from.
And then you wonder, like, okay, say you take the Okinawan diet, and they do have a small amount once a week or even once a day, and you replace that with the necessary vegan supplements, would they live longer? Yeah. That's the question.
Yeah, you never know.
We don't really know because how are we going to study that?
Yeah. The only things you can find that is like looking at like information like Dr. Nuyama Ra shares that's found that so many different supplements increase your maximum lifespan, increase autophagy and all these things. So, yeah, who knows?
Yeah, that almond raw thing, my God, this is... It's 114 grams, but still, you hold it.
It's your arm, like weight of your arm you're holding up. Even with all the training we do calisthenics, it takes on the arms.
Yeah, the almond raw thing, I found, like, I went deep into his elixir with all the supplements, and that just constipated me right up. Okay. I had the worst digestion ever, but, like, I'm prone to that. I've had that on a fruit-based diet, so it's like, it may be my problem. But in general, I do like the 1 meal a day. You're back on it now?
Yes. I don't know how 2 meals a day just takes up so much more time. I was usually around 10 more hours a week just by having 1 more meal every single day.
I love the freedom of it.
So much freedom. You don't have to think about food, and you can just get on with your day and just optimize.
That's what I love about it. Like, I usually eat around maybe 11 or 12, but we came here to meet at 10 or 10:30, and it's like, it doesn't matter how long we spend here. There's no time limit. I can put it off 4, 5, 6 hours, and then okay, I'll eat later. It's like that day we worked out. It's just like I was gonna eat around that time, but then we worked out hard for like 4 hours, and then it's like, no problem.
Yeah, just, you don't even think about food when you're enjoying things. Yeah. It's like, I like to try and stick to a certain time eating window that I don't normally have. But yeah, there's sometimes like I was filming a lot later into the day than I expected yesterday, and I just forgot about eating and just got on with it. And it's like I fasted longer, and it's like, well, I'm fasting a bit longer, which gives me greater benefits for my hormones and autophagy effects and all these other different things.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. So what do you eat for your 1 meal now?
So at the moment, because it is durian season, which is the stinky fruit, also known as the world's smelliest fruit. A lot of people don't like it, but they haven't tried a good one, or they just haven't tried a ripe one. And I normally break my fast with a little bit of fresh coconut water from a young Thai coconut water. Then wait a few minutes because my digestion's really fast, so it leaves my stomach in about 5 minutes.
You're lucky. You got zero bloat going. Look at that gut.
And yeah, about 5 minutes afterwards, I'm having around 1,000 to 1,500 calories of durian. And then about 20 minutes later, it would have left my stomach, and then I normally go out and eat a lot of rice or like massaman curry. Yesterday, we found some gluten-free sourdough bread, which I was having with vegan butter yesterday and vegan cheese, which is not a normal thing for me to have. But most of my diet is normally like rice with a lot of whole foods, with some sort of like clean curry with normally no oil. Sometimes there is some oil, and loads of different vegetables, but relatively high carb with a moderate amount of protein. I normally have a Garden of Life protein bar, which just helps bump up my protein, and I sometimes have fermented foods, a variety of different foods. But I used to be strictly just high carb, but now I have more protein and more fat, and I actually feel that that's better for my hormone production and also my health holistically as well.
So what kind of supplements do you have? Too many to list right now, or?
So I'm actually experimenting with a few different things. At the moment, I'm consuming unrefined sea salt in the morning, which is very controversial. There's a lot of people that say in the raw food movement and the vegan movement you shouldn't have too much salt, but I've been having around 1.2 grams of unrefined sea salt with around 12.5 milligrams of like Lugol's iodine, sometimes more, which is essential mineral for thyroid health and hormone production and detoxifying your body.
I feel way better with salt myself.
So much better. I've done salt restriction, and with me training a lot and having a lot of stress, I find for my hormone production and just my energy levels, salt's amazing. And then I normally add a form of boron, which is shown if you have quite 100 milligrams of it, it boosts testosterone levels like crazy. And that's what I have in the morning. And then I drink matcha green tea. It is amazing. It keeps you in the fasted state, and I find that it gives you a nice clean energizing effect. It gives you more mental focus, but without getting that caffeine effect, because it's really high in L-theanine, an amino acid that stops the negative effects of caffeine.
I just added coffee back to my diet. I stopped it for like maybe 3 weeks, and I just like it better. I don't feel maybe a little bit. Sometimes I was looking through my money today, I was like, oh, okay, you're shaking, buddy. But yeah, it's probably not, but it's my only antioxidant. I think I need it to live.
For sure. And it's like some people just get less negative effects from coffee. It could be due to having more of a tolerance with it. But if there's certain people that have a genetic defect, noisy motorbikes, where they cannot process coffee. So then it just keeps going, the effects, and it has loads of negative effects. So in that type of situation, it can be not so good for you. And then with my one meal that I have around 4 p.m. normally, there's a lot of noise going on. They want to join in on the YouTube fun.
That's the worst part of filming in Chiang Mai. It's like,
just Thailand in general, there's just so much noise going on all the time.
It's rough.
With my one meal a day, I have my multivitamin by Form Research. I take that, normally like 3 to 6 capsules. Then I take a microalgae-based EPA and DHA with a separate EPA. So as we were saying earlier, you want more EPA than DHA. And a vegan diet, a Sony diet, is giving you way too much omega-6 and not enough omega-3, which causes inflammation and shortens your maximum lifespan. I normally take a probiotic as well, just to help optimize my gut health.
I tried one, it was 100 billion units per pill. I was just bloated and gassy for an entire month.
Interesting.
It did
That's
nothing.
really high. And I think, that's it at the moment. It does change because we don't always need the same amount of nutrients every single day. So when I'm under more stress, I will take some high doses of vitamin C or some other things to just help boost my immune system and make me handle stress more. But that's what I'm doing at the moment.
Cool. So you're a great example for a thriving vegan. So it can be done, folks, but you got to do it right. I couldn't figure it out, and I might return to it, but it's either supplement or add in a little bit of animal stuff. Our little buddies.
Or stay on a vegan diet and just keep making your health decline, start ruining the digestion more, shorten your maximum lifespan, and destroy your energy levels and hormone production, which then you're not going to feel as great, so then you can't give back to the world as much and be as productive. And it's just like, it's not just affecting you, it's also affecting you helping other people as well. So the negative effects are so much far reaching than a lot of people are actually aware of.
Yeah, and you're not inspiring anybody to be vegan if you're fat and sick and lazy and angry. It's like, in my opinion, like a lot of the ethical vegans would like to see animal consumption completely gone at the expense of health. Like, it wouldn't even matter the health. Like, if it's just vegan fast food restaurants everywhere, cool, we made this world a better place. I don't think that's gonna make a difference.
No, not at all. I completely
For the
agree with
animals, they'll love that,
Yeah.
but not the humans necessarily.
And it is a lot of people get into veganism, not all of them, but a lot of people get into it due to the ethical side. And they don't really care about their health fully.
Yeah.
And it's just, me and Casey are focused upon optimizing our health, and we are the number one priority.
Yep.
And as long as, like, my number one priority, is me, but also the people that are closest to me and I love. And as long as they're not being harmed, then that's fine. And it's like, I'd rather not harm animals in the process, but if I was in a situation like Casey's, then I would just do the best to try and get the most ethically sourced, cleanest types of meats and so forth. And just do the best that I could do, because there is so many extremely unhealthy vegans, and it's just such a bad message to just share with the world. Like, oh yeah, I'm promoting veganism and I feel like crap at the same time. I've got loads of health issues, and it's just like, no, just not what you want to.
Thanks for being a shining example. Like people like you inspire me. It's like, okay, it is possible. It is possible to do. You can be healthy and strong. And it's like, good job, man. So what's your channel called?
Some Fruit Dan, you can check out, which is like my health focused one, and then Conscious Calisthenics, which is focused more around 1 meal a day, and also like just intermittent fasting, where we're doing 2 meals a day. I show you what I do in a day, what I eat, calisthenics workout videos, loads of different other things to help optimize your health, your energy levels, and many other different things as well.
Got some Thai girls here taking pictures of each other.
Oh, that sun is getting hot. We're getting the sun. They are definitely.
Oh man, my face only. I'm gonna have the red neck and the white body. All right, links will be down below to Dan's channel. Thanks for talking with us today on the Vegetable Police Network. And for everybody watching, consider giving the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs down. If you ride a swan to work, okay, whatever. We're not going to get the best thumbs down episodes all the time.
Or if you like to eat durians upside down while a monkey tickles your belly.
Oh, all right. We're going to get a lot of thumbs down. It's a popular pastime here in Chiang Mai. All right, we're done here. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you in the next.
Nice.
Cool.
Good.